guys enjoyed your week. Today is a very impromptu, self-date, but you guys weren't really on the date, it was more for me. But there was something on my mind that I did want to speak about. And it's something crazy, so something that kind of realized about myself. And I'm always nervous making videos like this where I'm literally just talking because I just feel like I'm not making sense. But Jamie, hi Jamie, has always been like, oh no, you made total sense, and I don't know, maybe for the right people it'll make sense. But I also feel like I do this because sometimes it's easier than writing, and I don't know what my deal is with journaling, but I have a hard time journaling my thoughts, but I often like to think and speak my thoughts out loud to myself, so maybe I can just turn it into content. But I think as I've been going forth on this journey of a year of singleness and solitude, I've realized that my reasonings for making the channel and creating things as I've been creating things, the reasons why I've been doing that has changed. And it's not so much that it's I started doing this because of one thing and now I'm doing it because of another. It's more part of the reason that I started doing this does not apply really to doing it now. So it's the drive is different. And what I realized is that part of the drive was the fact that my feelings were hurt and my heart was broken, and doing this was a very helpful way for me to kind of just not have to worry about what was going on or just kind of keep my mind busy. And it made it easy because every single week I had something to do. Every single week I had a video idea to complete, and whatever that I was upset about, some girl or whatever I was upset about was just became a minimal factor, and that was very helpful. And so I'm not upset that it was helpful for those reasons. After my birthday, it's I started to care less about the situation altogether, and the less I had that person on my mind in the daily, the less there was to distract myself from. And so basically I kind of returned to just focusing on me, and when it is just me, or when I am just dealing with just me, it's different. I think when I'm on my own, it's I have difficulty doing things. I think one, because when I was younger I was discouraged from doing anything that I liked to do, or the things that I'd be naturally curious about or would naturally draw to. And so when I'm on my own, I'm doing this, or I'm doing anything else that I might be interested in or want to do, I freeze. Now I can't get out of bed. Now I can't get up and go outside. Now I'm only doing the basic functions. I'm existing, and it's no different than how I was existing back when I was a teenager, because that's all I was ever allowed to do was exist. So I know how to do those things. I know how to make food for myself. I know how to dissociate into a TV show or a movie. But being active, but doing something that would, I guess, quote unquote, make me happy, that's something that's kind of foreign to me. And that's when I realized, I was oh, I think for me it might be easier to be numb than to be happy. So this week when I was trying to do stuff for my bookshelf, I started doing things for the bookshelf on Wednesdays when I went out and I got the plywood for my bookshelf. But it was just on Tuesday I had plans to do this, do that. I had to go to Lowe's, and then I had to go to the hair store because there's a certain way that I wanted to do my hair. But when I got there, or I didn't get there, but when it came down to me getting dressed and stuff like that, I just started to get very, very anxious, very, very paranoid about going outside, and I ended up not going at all. I had to sit down, I had to think with myself why is this happening? And then getting anxious and getting paranoid like that, I also think about other things, and that's when I wrote some of this down in my journal. I realized that also it's just like when it comes to like to me like physically, it's like me not playing sport for however long and me not living like in a city that's walkable like Richmond was when I was living there, and not just having friends to get up and go outside and like be with and like do things like to move my body. I realized that like I'm not moving, and so recently I've been trying to move more, trying to go on walks more, trying to get myself like outside and like active, if not with people then like with by myself. And it's been so hard, where it feels very, very hard on my body. And like I don't mind like being a bigger person or like the way that like my body presents. That's not a problem. I just want to be able to move my body, and I feel like I can't right now. And so it made me really sad because I felt like, have I subconsciously, I got worried and I was like, have I subconsciously trapped myself like in my body so that way I don't have to do like anything, like be more than like what I am, and just like in terms of matter and skin and cells. And that like terrified me, because I think something that I've been very excited about is being alive. And like I think there's a difference between being alive and existing, and I think, like I said, I'm good at existing, but like being alive, which is like living the life, I don't have a lot of experience in. So I guess as I'm trying to get back in the swing of like making videos, trying to get back in the swing of making content, I'm realizing that I have the desire to live, and what I'm working on now is actually going out into the world and living. That will kind of be an uphill battle for me, and that's also part of the healing process. So I think that is kind of all I wanted to talk about. Was like I just realized that because once you're really on the healing journey, like you just really start to break things down. Like it's simple. It's just like, oh, you're not doing this. I put myself in a position to be doing things, but it's the actual like once you're in that position and then doing it, it breaks down and it keeps breaking down, and you don't even realize how many steps you're in until you're in it. Which is why I understand why like a lot of people really just revert back to like whatever they were doing before, because healing is so hard. And this is just one of those moments or that I've had where I realize that even this section is just like even the act of doing things